Okay, should be going live any moment here. What's happening, everybody? Let me get to the right page. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the, welcome everyone. What's up, Rachel? What's up, Vladimir? Phil, is good to see you. Shiki boom, bada boom. Okay, great seeing you guys. How are you all doing tonight? Today, this morning, this afternoon. It's 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. Right, we got people all over the place here, all over the world. Okay, can you guys hear me okay? Everybody good? Everybody can hear me, see me, all that good stuff, yes? Okay, good. Abdulrazak, I'm doing awesome, man. How are you? You guys been good? Okay, it's great to see you guys. Here is, hang on one second, let me bring this up. Might want to share the screen here, hold on. What's it, quick time? Yeah, quick time. Okay, good. Everybody's doing good. Okay, great. Okay, sweet. Hang on one sec here. Let me bring up this thing here, my iPad. If I can make it work. Come on now. Okay. Right. Okay, gotta remove that. iTunes. Sweet. We are good. All right, great stuff. Can you guys see my screen real quick? Yes? There we go. Okay, we good? Can you guys see my screen? I'm going to show you some stuff here. We're going to talk about some updates here. I want to update you guys on some stuff related to the, obviously, to the 4% promotional partners. We've got some good stuff to talk about here. Okay, so I'm ready. Are you growing a beard finally? Should I? I don't know, man. Good to see you. Good to see you upbeat. I'm always upbeat. Phyllis, okay. Phyllis, great to see you too. Great to see all of you guys. I hope you guys have been doing good. I've been, was that last week? I was meeting with a couple of our 4%ers over there in Las Vegas on a little project. It was really cool. It's really awesome to see people winning, you know? It's really cool. Not like winning, you know, kind of like in a shallow, you know, opportunistic way type deal that, you know, we can see a lot of people kind of flesh in a pen type winning, you know what I mean? But it's really cool to see people winning that you know have solid, like building on a solid ground, like on a foundation that will stay if they do and continue to do things right, you know. And man, it's been an awesome time. I spent a couple of days with Aaron Chen, as you guys know. A lot of you guys know him. He's one of our members of the 4%. Started out from nothing, struggled for I think 9 years, wanted to quit his job for like 10 years. Tried a whole bunch of different things and promoted a bunch of different, you know, gimmicky things and made a little bit of money here, then nothing for a long time, then a little bit of money and then nothing again, a little bit of money and then nothing again. You know, got into the Success Challenge and learned what we teach, you know, and really, I mean, not anything new that he did not know already necessarily, but, you know, he said, hey, I'm going to do this just blindly, just like follow the plan and just like focus on building me. Quit his job last month, finally, you know. Was profitable for the last 12 months. You know, as you guys know, the Success Challenge that we have going on here, he's been, you know, this is our third iteration of the program, you know, and we started that a while ago. My vision for that program, for that particular product, you know, at the 4% here is really to have, I don't care about, like I told you guys, I don't care about like competing with anything. I don't care about trying to be better than something else. I just wanted us to compete with ourselves, and that's why, you know, it took a little bit for us to really develop it. But Aaron Chen, you know, I mean, building his own deal right now, you know, got steady business going, not dependent on anything else. And I say, hey, bro, you continue to do this kind of stuff, you're going to be at 100,000 plus per month, long term. And that's really the secret, you know, kind of the thing is, you know, is to get to long-term success. Sid, you know, another guy that I met with, started from nothing, you know, and ran his agency, wanted to build something, never really made it, dabbled here and there, got into the Success Challenge. I think he was, when we launched the 4% Success Challenge, we had a little contest going on, like a little sales contest, that he qualified to go on a yacht with us. And so that was like, how long was that ago? Like, probably like a year ago, about, or so. And so we had a few people that qualified. We had a little sales contest for the Success Challenge charter membership at that time. So he was just, busting his butt, right, and qualified to go on the yacht. He got an invitation. He got on a yacht. We chatted a little bit and, shared with him some ideas. I said, hey, here's what I suggest you do. He got back from that yacht trip. Now, he got there, I think, just purely probably by accident, just kind of got lucky, just had enough, just worked hard enough, just to get the number of sales he needed to qualify, which was not a whole lot, but he got there. He left back to India, and he said, that's when I had the shift going in my head, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go through the Success Challenge and just build it and build me, in the process. 3 months later, even with all the iterations of the program, and he's like, dude, I'm just going to apply with these ideas, promoting other things, 25K in 3 months, promoting other people's products. Then he said, you know what, I'm going to do what Vic told me to do, and which is the plan that obviously we teach, and that's how I built myself, and and what I tell you guys, and what I'll share with you some of these ideas today as well. Started to build his own little community. Went from nobody to 1,000 members in his little community. Over $100,000 in sales of his own coaching in 9 months. How awesome is that? You know what I mean? And you know what the cool thing about this, you guys, is that what really, really fires me up is that, and I said, I told these guys, which exactly what I'm telling you right now. Look, how you make your money is way more important than how much you make your money, than how much you make, and so, as a guys, build on a solid foundation, long-term, independent, build something that you will be proud of, something that you can sign your name behind. Don't do any gimmicky things. You'll go really, really far. I mean, making money, building a thing here online, like a real business on the internet. It's not, there's a million ways to make money, but there is only one way to make it and keep it, and that's the legitimate way, And so my intention has been with the Success Challenge, and always will be moving forward, and everything that we'll ever do will continue to revolve around that, which is helping an entrepreneur, inspire them, and then help them become the best that they can be at what they do for long-term stability, growth, and it's not going to be one of those, hey, let's make $1 million tomorrow, and then you go bust for who knows how long, until you have another luck or whatever. It's building for long-term stability, right? And it's a compounding. It's those small actions that compound. So anyway, so I came back inspired, because look, if the work that we do helps one person or 10 people, then it's worth it, because that one person could be, I had a mentor, one guy can one person can change a nation, right? You look at guys like Elon Musk, you look at guys like Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, right? One guy can change a nation, literally, right? There was one guy that changed my future in my business, and it was my mentor, Dan Kennedy initially, and then there was another one, Bob Proctor, and then a few more came in later on. But that kind of started the domino for me personally. So one guy changed my future, and I can tell you, you can be that guy or gal or person for somebody else, and then that somebody else. Now, because I didn't give up when my going was tough, starting out on the internet, right? Because I kept on going, and I kept on trying to figure this out, and I kept on, getting back up when I fell flat on my face many times. And I don't know what it was. It was just a desire to win, And because I did not give up, now, because of me being that little seed for guys like Aaron, guys like Sid, like you, right? People that will really listen to this message. Man, this guy's going to inspire, who knows, Sid might inspire the whole India, for all I know, You know what I mean? I mean, they're doing like local meetups. They're like, I'm like, dude, you guys are doing awesome, man. Congrats. So don't underestimate what we do. Don't underestimate what you do as an entrepreneur, my friend. You know, as a promotional partner of the 4%, I think it's really important for us to really understand what kind of business are we really in. We're not in business of selling products. It's not the business that we're in. We're in business of inspiring people and developing entrepreneurs. That's really what we're in business of. We're in people's business. So we're in business of literally dealing with people's futures. Like if you think about what you do right now, take a look at my screen. You know, if you think about what we do, it's not selling products, right? So it's literally like you can affect somebody's future for good or bad. You know, so that's why we got to be very, very careful how we approach that, because if we do it, if we impact somebody in a way that would, it's like a domino, right? So it's like this. Check this out, right? So here, let me see if I can share this with you. Okay, I'm gonna share, guys. You know, give you guys some updates. I know a lot of you guys waiting on like funnel updates and stuff like that, right? But see, everything is like binary, right? This is you right here. You guys can see this, yes? Everybody can see my screen? Let's go. What's up? Laura, good to see you, Laura Johnson. Hey, Paulo Leferenko, what's up, man? Good to see you in the chat here, bro. Be proud what you promote. Yeah, you got to be proud what you represent, what you promote. You got to be proud of what you stand for and behind. And really, you know, man, this is just my take on this whole thing. You know, I mean, I've done the transactional business. I'm done with it, man. I don't want to do that anymore. You know, I want to do transformational business now. And so you guys are promotional partners, man. Ladies, we're gonna do it together. I'll tell you what. So this is you, right? And everything is like, if you just remember this, everything is binary. Literally everything is binary. Okay, the decision you make right now is binary. You go here, right? And then the path that you go here, there's gonna be another fork in the road here, another fork in the road here. This could be, you know, I'm gonna do short term. I'm gonna do long term. Okay, I don't know, maybe like that. And then you come across somebody, and then you have a decision to make. And then it's always like this. You know what I mean? It's always binary. Like you never know what, you know, like the decisions that we make at these points here, these points, it's really, really, really critical, you know, that we make the right kind of decisions, because if somebody goes to the left here, right? If somebody goes here, and this is the wrong choice or a wrong advice or something, this person is going to be way off. Okay? Then if somebody goes, for example, on the right path, and then we stay true to our really what we're all about, and we stay, and you know, we stay true to ourselves really, and we really make sure that people, you know, I mean, we build something for the future, and then people that listen and make these right choices, okay, there could be, you know, this could be their you know, their gold star that they're looking for. You see what I'm saying? But if you just remember, everything we do is like this, like your you know, your choices in life, you know, the decisions you make, the decisions that I make, the decisions that all of us make, they're binary. And so it's very, very important for us to really, you know, make sure that we don't cut those corners, and we don't, you know, don't do things that are short-term gain for long-term ruin. You know what I mean? So very proud of a lot of our people, a lot of you guys. You know, a lot of you guys have stuck around, and you keep on getting back up. You know, and I want to applaud you for that. I want to encourage you to keep on going, because I tell you, the only way you quit, you fail, is if you quit. You know, if you don't quit, you will succeed, guaranteed. So look, here's what I want to cover with you guys. I want to give you some updates. All right. So number one. How many of you guys have attended? Okay, so I'll talk about a couple things. Success Challenge, a couple weeks ago we had that webinar, that Saturday webinar, that long webinar. You guys remember that? How many of you guys attended that webinar? Okay, so that webinar was, if you're brand new to, you know, if you're brand new as a promotional partner here with us, then you might be asking yourself, like, what's going on? So I'm going to assume that a lot of you guys kind of know what's going on, unless you're completely brand new to us, right? So check this out. So that webinar, somebody says I'm not a quitter. Okay, Phyllis, good. Okay, so a couple, what was that, a couple weeks ago, I did a webinar on Saturday. And the reason I did it on Saturday is because, well, I was supposed to be our encore, you know, but I literally lost the, like I was working on this webinar presentation, pitch, training / pitch for the Success Challenge, like we talked about. And 30 minutes prior to the webinar, literally 15 minutes or something like that, I opened it up, everything is gone. Devastated, man. It was like, oh my goodness, what do we do? Anyway, so we ended up not doing it. And then Saturday, I just came on to hang out. And the intention was not like, you know, when you do webinars, sometimes there's always an intention for everything, you know. And so when I, usually when I get on the webinar, there's an intention. And like an intention could be, okay, the intention is sales. For this webinar, the intention is sales. So everything, like the whole flow of the webinar is intended to get a sale strategically, right? So as marketers, it's really important for you to really, like what I'm talking to you about right now, you can, you know, kind of read between the lines, because you can apply a lot of these ideas, you know, into pretty much anything else you do. When you shoot a video, there's always an intention. When you send out an email, there's an intention. Whatever you do, there's got to be a clear intention. So that particular Saturday's webinar, the intention was, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go hang out, just speak to them, and just talk about whatever's on my heart that day, you know, which is obviously around the affiliate marketing concept. So the intention was, you know, like 20% sales angle and then like 80% like value content, just like give people good stuff, right? So we ended up going for like 4 hours. That was crazy, man. But yeah, it was a 4-hour hangout. So again, the intention was to hang out, which is kind of like what we did, is the hangout. I'll tell you, a lot of our members were there. There are existing members. A lot of you guys were there. And then from the guests, we had almost a 5.7, 5.8% conversion rate from guests that have attended that webinar to the Success Challenge. And obviously, we offered a $997 price point and then a 3-pay of $397. So, but it was a 4-hour webinar. You know, it's not something that we can like really turn it into the evergreen system. So meanwhile, because I lost that initial, you know, sales intentioned webinar that I was working on, and I literally had to recreate everything from scratch. Nothing saved, you know. So I was working on it took me like 2 weeks prior to that to really put this together, and so last week I was there. Anyway, so long story short, we are rolling out funnels for the Success Challenge, like we talked about, but I want to give you guys some updates on those, okay? So the good thing is that webinar that we have turned it into an evergreen webinar, but it's not, you know, it's content, like 80%, 85% content, maybe 15% soft pitch, right? But it's really long. It's not good for people that are complete outsiders, somebody who's a complete stranger to the 4%, somebody who's a complete stranger to internet marketing world or our industry. You know, it's not necessarily the best place for for those people to really, you know, for them to go to, you know, if your intention is to get a sale. If the intention is for value, that's great, you know. So I have a webinar that I recreated. So that's done. I'm gonna be basically what I'm gonna do with that is this. We're gonna have 3 different funnels running, okay? I'm going to give you guys some updates on that. That was a challenge. Okay, I'm not sure what exactly you're talking about. Exactly 4 hours and 12 minutes, Carlos says. Yes, some of you guys stayed for the entire thing, yeah. Yeah, it was a long one, yeah. Okay, so check this out. You guys can see my screen, right? Here is what, let me kind of pre-frame you. This is what I talk about, you know, if you guys are in the Success Challenge and you are, you know, getting towards the end of like level 1. Okay, and that is, you know, this is what you guys will hear me talk about this, and I'll share this with you. So whatever you're doing is this, okay? Always remember this. What is, take a look at this business model, right? You got a customer here, okay, a potential customer, and then this guy wants to go to, I don't know, he wants to go to, let me see if I can draw an airplane or something, you know. All right, he wants to get to the airport, right? This guy wants to get to the airport. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Terrible drawing. Okay, that looks like an airplane to me. Okay? If it doesn't to you, then just imagine this is an airplane. So if my man right here, he wants to go to the airport, and he's like, dude, how can I get there, right? There comes a company called Uber, and he says, you know what? We're going to connect this guy to his destination where he wants to go. Make sense? Now, stay with me here, okay? This is Uber model. So they're the connector between what this guy, where this guy is at, what he really wants, okay? What he really wants. And so this company came in and they're like, all right, we're gonna become a connector between what the customer, you know, where they are and what they want. Really what they're selling is they're selling what? They're selling time, right? They're selling time and convenience. Make sense? There's another, right? Take a look at this customer here. And then this guy wants to go and, you know, he's taking a vacation. He's looking for a hotel, right? You guys know where I'm going with this? So he wants to stay at the hotel. There comes a company called Airbnb, okay? And this company says, you know what? We're going to become a connector. You guys getting me? Yeah? We're going to become a connector between this guy and this guy. These companies right here, okay, Uber does not have any product whatsoever, right? Airbnb does not own any hotels, but they sell more hospitality services than anybody in the world. You guys getting this? So if my guy over here wants to get a result for whatever that might be, okay, what we're really doing and what we're really teaching here and what this whole thing is all about is you become the connector. See what I'm saying? So this middle part right here is really your business. So when you guys are looking at what we do, okay, and your affiliate business, do not look at this as linear, okay? I'll update you on funnels here in just a second, but this right here, I want you to think of yourself and you know what? Really think that you are in the business of being a connector. This is called affiliate marketing. Now, this, you know, somebody might argue and say, well, it's not really the same business model, but look, Uber doesn't own any products really. They don't own any cars, right? They have no products. It's an idea of being a connector. Now, it's a sophisticated idea, right? They got a technology behind it and a whole business built around that, but they have no products, right? Airbnb owns 0 hotels, 0 houses, 0 rooms, nothing, no real estate at all, right? But they're the biggest seller of hospitality in the world. An idea, right? So what am I talking to you about right here? Okay, your business, okay, it's an idea. So affiliate marketing, you don't have to create a product. You don't have to do any of that hard work. You don't have to build hotels, metaphorically speaking. You don't have to build products. You don't have to create cars or buy cars or have inventory, right? Which is the beauty of what we teach in this industry. And this is what I'm giving you guys a little bit of a, you know, of a little bit of a different angle to think about what you do. So then what we talk about here. So your business model, right, becomes like what happens right here, right, is what we talk about, right? You got your landing page, you're building a list, right? You got your, you got your pre-framer, right, or your funnel, and then you got your product. And the product, okay, what's a product for Airbnb? It's somebody else's house. What's a product for Uber? It's somebody else's vehicle. Does that make sense? Are you guys with me on this? Okay? Product. I promise you, there's a point of me showing you this. Okay, so what I see, some people, in fact, a lot of people in our industry, they don't get this as affiliate marketers. They you know, and so this is right here. So your business as an affiliate entrepreneur, and this is really what Success Challenge is really focusing on right here, is building this right here, right? Because this is linear. But then when you got your list, and then you got your hub, right here, which is your home, right? Then you have multiple products. Pretty simple to understand, okay? Now, what we are, this is on your personal level, Okay, this is on your what you're doing in your business. So I know this is not anything rocket science that I'm sharing with you here. Just a little bit of a different angle to look at what you're building as a promotional partner. I'll give you guys ideas and and things that will help you not only with the 4% stuff, but and there and I'm going somewhere with this, and I'll tell you that in just a minute. But with whatever it is that you're doing, you gotta look at your structure, what you're doing, which is exactly what we teach inside the Success Challenge, which is exactly what Sid and Aaron Chan are doing, which is this, really focus on building this. To the degree that Uber becomes good at what they do, will they make money and succeed, right? To the degree that Airbnb and Uber, to the degree that Uber has their structure and gets their stuff in order, and can deliver the service that they are doing, fulfilling, right, making this guy happy, to the degree that they can do that and become difficult to replace, will there be success, right? Which is exactly what we have been talking about this entire time in the Success Challenge, which is what we teach in the affiliate marketing space. And this is what needs to be taught, obviously, because most people are doing it wrong. Okay, most people are keeping it very, very linear. Make sense? So, you guys getting this, yes? Okay, good. So check this out. For you, okay, you on the individual level, whatever it is that you're doing. So if this is a product that you're promoting, this is going to be the Success Challenge for you, okay? Great. So this product right here is a Success Challenge, which is going to talk about funnels and stuff, but you really got to think about this. I see some people, okay, and even recently, some people, they're thinking that somehow, like, what we do as a 4%, they'll, it's like some kind of a magic pill or a button, or, can 4% make me money? Why is 4% going through these iterations, and why are we relaunching everything? We're not relaunching, we're just perfecting what we're doing. Where when Uber started out, there were so many mistakes that they did, right? So many things that were not done right. Still, tons. When we started out, we were one company, we were just a promotional, we were this, okay? We were this right here, we were this for another company, as you guys know, okay? And so right now we're becoming a lot more broader. So there's always going to be enhancements, improvements. There's always going to be different things that we're testing out and when we're doing, because our goal, just as your goal for what you do in your business, your target, the only thing that you should focus on is this: how can I get the best? How can I become the best at fulfilling what I need to fulfill? Okay, if this is a connector model, how your middle part right here, how can you become the best at what you do to make this connection? Okay, and so in affiliate marketing space, a lot of people just want to go, hey, run an ad for this guy, right? Sell him the product. And that doesn't work. That's very, very linear, right? So what we're doing is we're perfecting this model, this middle part right here. So should you. And as you're working with the 4%, and I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for us to release funnels and things like that. I'll tell you and show you guys some previews and give you some really cool updates here in a minute. But we are perfecting this, but you also should be perfecting this, okay? How many of you guys have your hub? Okay, you should be working on that. If you are not in the Success Challenge and you are a promotional partner, you should be going through the training and really learning this kind of stuff. Okay, there's not a lot of moving parts, but there are some moving parts, and because there are some moving parts, that's why not everybody can win long term. A lot of people that you see around you right now on the internet, on Facebook, on social media, a lot of people on Instagramming right now, and doing all these things. A lot of these guys will be back to square one in 3 months, 6 months, maybe a year. Right? 5 years, a lot of these guys will no longer be around. There's going to be very, very few people that will be around. So building a stable thing is really, really important. So I'm thinking, okay, right? So with what we do, okay, our goal is this: we have the best product, and I'm going to talk about the Success Challenge for the rest of this meeting here, because that's our target right now. This is the most impactful product that we have for what the majority of the market needs right now in the industry. Right? And really, anybody that wants to build a really solid online business, this is the education that they need, right? So this covers the widest range of people, right? And of course, this is a master product because it you know, as a promotional partner, right? You're a smart entrepreneur. You know, there's multiple streams of income. There's tools and resources and all these additional. It's like a big domino, right? You tip one domino over and kind of, you know, it starts a domino effect on all these other things. From a marketing standpoint, it just makes all the sense in the world. So we have the best product, and our thing right now is how can we get into the marketplace so that we can get attention, and we can get as many people onto this product as we possibly can. So the train of thought is this: how can we do that, right? How can we do that? We can do that through we'll always stay true to our word, right? Which is this: build yourself, build long-term stability. What I'm starting to notice is that people who have a kind of a true entrepreneur's kind of a mentality, and I'm thinking out loud here, you guys. Okay, is that okay if I think out loud here with you? Okay, you will always have this going on in your business, zigging, zagging, right? Always until you find your thing. Okay, I went to the doctor the other a month ago or 2 months ago, probably like 2 months ago, and they wanted to draw some blood, right? And I'm like, dude, I don't want him to poke me, man. Oh my goodness, I don't want him to poke me. But there was no other way around it, right? So so I'm like sitting there with my arm out, and this, you know, nurse starts poking my vein. She's like, oh my goodness, I didn't get that one. Oh, hang on, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna, and she keeps poking, and then she got it, right? Guess what you need sometimes? Sometimes you need to keep poking that vein until you get it. Does that make sense? It might not be the prettiest thing in the world, but I'm telling you, you will get it, right? So what we're doing right now is we're in the optimization phase. And here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm noticing, and this is it's you know, it's fascinating to me, but not really at the same time. And that is this: how can we impact as a community with, we know that we have the best thing for what we have, right? For the training. So our challenge here, or our mission, is to get this into as many people's hands as possible. And in so doing, you win as a promotional partner. If you run with us, everybody wins. People win, you know, we win, you win, customer wins, everybody wins. It's a win-win-win-win across the board, okay? So we got to be creative. And here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm seeing. People don't want to hear the truth. Now, that doesn't mean that we have to lie to people. We don't. But you know what's interesting is that I think, and we're gonna be testing this idea out. You guys will see. Please keep this quiet. You know, keep this inside these walls here. But here is what we will do. Okay, the conversion for, if we go out there in the marketplace and say, you know what, here's how to do it right, and you know, and so there's going to be a percentage of people that resonate with that, but there's going to be a lot more people. Like if you sell crap, it's easy to sell crap. You guys notice that? Like if something is just like, hey dude, like buy this little pill, take it once a day, and you're going to lose 1 million pounds in 20 days. Don't do anything. Go eat burgers, go eat McDonald's, go eat like cakes and ice cream and everything like that, and you'll just miraculously lose weight. And just take this pill. It's crap, right? It might kill you. There's like a list this long of side effects, whatever. But people fall for the crap, right? Because it's like, because they don't want to hear like, hey, dude, just get your butt in the gym, eat healthier, burn more calories than you consume, and there's your magic answer, pretty much, right? So, but that's why those things are you know, and it's always, you know, hit and miss with people that are promoting those things, right? So what I see in this industry is there's a lot of that going on. Okay, don't do anything, don't learn marketing, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, push this button, do this, like whatever, and people, you know, it's easy to sell that. but it's difficult to sell work hard, right? So here's what we're going to do. Our message will be slightly different, okay? And it's this. We will inspire people for what they want, and I will give them what they need. And we're going to test this idea out, okay? So I'm going to tell you how we're going to do that. Now, we're going to run about 4 different funnels simultaneously, okay? The funnels that we're going to run, by the way, what I'm trying to do right here, you guys, okay, is this. Everyone wants an easy way out. Yeah. That's why so little blood and drawn successfully in the UK. I mean, okay. Okay. They try to exploit it to their advantage. Yeah. No crap, please, Phyllis says. Okay. Yes, people are scared of the truth. But you know what? But that's kind of like, that's what we need to stay true to that. You know what I'm saying? So we need to stay true to that. So I got an idea, I'm going to tell you guys. And I think it's going to be really good. And I want to share it with you guys, okay? So, all right. So this right here, this middle part, okay, okay? This is the most important thing that you should be building. And then your hub. So, but what I want to do is, well, I'll tell you that in just a minute. Let me tell you about the funnels, okay? So here's what we're doing. We will have funnel 1. This funnel right now, this will be live for you guys. This funnel will be live for you guys most likely before the week is over. Okay, and so this is going to be a webinar funnel, and so we have been. I'll show you a couple things. So we're taking this funnel to be a little bit more of a aspirational angle. Okay, this is the challenge funnel. So the 4% success challenge will have like 4 different variations of different funnels. So funnel number 1, this particular one that we are releasing, this will be more of an aspirational angle. Still stays true to our core message and what this is all about, but it's going to be a little bit more aspirational. So there's going to be, we have 4 different variations of different landing pages here, as you can see. These are done, and so they're just being coded into the system for you guys right now. Okay, so again, a little bit more aspirational than businessy looking. Okay, so then this funnel right here, here's what we're going to test. Okay, I'm going to test the following. Hang on one sec. Let me get back to my drawing board here. Okay. Be careful not to, what did you say? Be careful not taking the pill. We do promote success pill. No. Well, yeah, I'm talking about. Our success pill works, man. Our success pill is good. Okay. So check this out. So this success challenge, it will be an evergreen funnel, an evergreen webinar. It will consist of landing page and landing pages. There's going to be 4 different versions of these landing pages. Okay, and they register. They go to a webinar. They go to a webinar. This will be an evergreen webinar. Okay, and what we're going to do is this. This webinar, this is the webinar that I was working on that I lost a couple weeks ago. I've recreated it and I made it even better. So now looking back, I'm like, man, it's kind of good that this happened. It was a bummer. It was a bad thing, at the time. But I'm like, all right, this is actually a good thing that now it happens. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna promote this, and we're gonna split. And we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna sell this, like I said, for $997. What I did notice is that a lot of people, okay, after that Saturday's webinar, emailed us and contacted us saying that this was, do we have something that's a little bit more affordable? And I'm thinking about this. I'm like, all right, something that's a little bit more affordable. We have a payment plan, right? And we also noticed that, especially for international folks, guys like, and I was just also meeting up with Sid and Aaron, and Sid was telling me, he's like, people in our country, their cards, their payments, you know, anything like above like $500 is like their bank is gonna flag it. So I have an idea. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sell this, but people that cannot afford the $9.97, okay, one time. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give them an option to come in at $197 right away today, okay, and then $197 a month. Keep that in mind. Now these guys that do that, okay, what we'll do is we will present to them an opportunity to eliminate the monthly and become a lifetime for additional $985. Okay? Does that make sense? And so we will be running a test with this. Okay, so what I think will be, you know, what I think will happen here is you guys will see some good stuff coming from here, okay? The webinar, this part, the webinar is ready. So we're going to be launching this before the week is over, and you guys will have a link. Now, this will be available to you. One thing that we're also adding, well, I'll tell you that in just a minute, okay? Funnel number 2 that we're working for you guys is this. When I was promoting as an affiliate, and virtually every single product that I promoted ClickBank products, and I had a marketing system for that ClickBank product. So I never promoted a product directly, just like I'm, you know, teaching you how to do in the Success Challenge, and always telling you what I tell everybody. I said, hey, never promote it directly, right? You always want to pre-frame people, promote it indirectly, get them prepped, and go through that. So here's what we're doing for promotional partners. When I promoted ClickBank products back in my days, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2010, you know, I built a marketing system for that product, very, very similar to this, okay, very, very similar to what you see right here, this middle part. It was, you know, it was pretty basic, right? Landing page, pre-framer page, but the pre-framer page was, right? A pre-framer page was a multi-video and multi-step kind of a page that promoted the product, okay? Pre-framed the product. And so my conversions for the product that I was promoting was a $197 product. ClickBank, this is when I actually discovered this, was promoting a product called Directory of eZines back in the day. I don't know if they're around right now. But the typical conversion for that product was like 2%. When I sent people through my process, okay, I saw 20%, upwards of 20% plus conversions on that very same product because of the pre-framer piece right here in the center part. Now then I promoted, a lot of you guys know that, you know, I mean, I promoted many different products as an affiliate, but when I decided to join a direct sales company, it was Empower Network. They're no longer around, so if you're new, like don't worry about, you know, looking or whatever, because those guys are no longer around. I ran the same model, right? So I created very same model. There was a landing page, okay? Then there was a multi-step, okay? There was a multi-step marketing funnel. We had a little, I think we had like little navigation menus here, like, you know, welcome, like the big picture, the products, a page, and so there was like a multi-step. So each step had like a little video, right? And it said like welcome, whatever, and then it had like a take the tour button. And so when they took the tour, you know, they went to another page, and then, you know, and then that page had like, you know, it was like dedicated to products. So very, very similar layout, but it was like a little marketing system, like a little marketing machine, if you will, for promoting that product. And so then we talked, one of those pages, you know, talked about why that particular product, why we went for that particular product, and why it's the best at that time, right? And why we're promoting it, and why they should get it. we had a page dedicated to like testimonials and reviews and kind of tackling all the objections that people might have as they're going through that. Now, what that allowed us to do was it allowed us to stand head and shoulders above the competition, and we literally crushed it. I initially created that for myself. I ran it. It generated like 700,000 for me in like, I don't know, 20 days or something like that. It was crazy. And then I replicated that across people that were with us on the team. So we became #1 team in like 3-4 weeks, like a month. We dominated. It was not even it was not even comparable to anything else. It was crazy. It was because of the system that was promoting that company, right? So I've done it. We've done the same thing with pretty much everything else that we promoted. Now, with the 4% structure, okay, here's what we're doing for you guys. We're building this out, okay, that this right here, how many of you guys would like to have, in addition, okay, to the automated webinar funnel, which is, obviously is going to be available, but in addition, how many of you guys would like to have your own personal, okay, official and 4% endorsed and certified funnel, like a marketing machine, okay, for the Success Challenge? Something like this. Okay? So like, for example, this thing right here, okay? This thing right here, this middle part, this becomes the machine. Okay? Or this becomes the engine. It's really what it is. Okay? The engine that drives it. Okay? So you got a product. Okay? And then that sells one of those pages. It will basically sell the Success Challenge. Okay? So what we're going to do is this. Okay? Right now, we're in the optimization phase for the price points that would be ideal for everybody. Okay? For most people, I should say. I would love that. I would love that. Okay, funnel 2 sounds phenomenal. Okay, they're all phenomenal. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. This funnel 2 right here, okay, this is in the design stages right now. And this is something that I did not really talk to you guys about, but this is going to be a really, really cool surprise for a lot of you guys, promotional partners here. Okay? You would be crazy not to want it. Oop, hang on one sec. All right. All right, we're back. My iPad just turned off. Okay, so there's a couple things going on right now, okay? Number one is we're going to run 3 versions of webinars. 3 versions of a webinar. This automated webinar, we're going to run 3 versions of it. First version is launching this week. First version is going to be a price point of $9.97. Second version is going to be a price point of $9.97 plus payment option, $3.97 times 3. And then a third version would be a price point of straight up $197 and then $197 per month. Make sense? With an upgrade presented at the end. So if people are coming in at $197 per month, so I mean, if you take that times 12, that's $2,500, right? So it's obviously they pay more, but we're going to present to them a lifetime once they got in for the $197. So what I think will happen here is when people get exposed to the 4% Success Challenge, and they really understand what's going on, right? So we'll see if we can, inspire people and get them for give them what they think they want, right? But we really need to give them what they need, and it's a very it's got to be a very particular way of us to transition it, which I think, Success Challenge does a pretty good job. Once somebody goes through the program, it's, these people transform. Our refund rate on the Success Challenge is less than 10%, which is like phenomenal in this industry. I mean, this industry is like 20% refunds, pretty normal in the digital marketing, digital product space. We're way under 10%, so the product is really good. So we're going to be split testing those 3 webinars running simultaneously. Again, first one's coming out. You will not have to change your links. So when we go and we run this webinar, okay, let me talk to you about Funnel 1 here for a second. That's launching this week. Funnel webinar, when you run people here, okay, to the registration, this page stays the same. It does not change. Now the webinar will rotate, and you won't even know it. Okay, I mean, it will be, sometime probably by the, within about a week or so. There's going to be 2 more webinars running, but they're going to be rotating equally, and we'll be tracking specifically, like, how many people hit this webinar, when people get to the checkout process, what the decline rate is, and we're tracking all that stuff. So we've invested a lot of money on the infrastructure, and this is what we have been doing, now for probably a good probably 5 months or so, is creating a data dashboards. Maybe I can, if you guys are interested, I can show you, but it's crazy. I mean, it literally tracks down to where the person came from and what they do once they're in, how they came in. It tracks what they responded to, what messages, what they're doing, and what, is there any other products they're buying, are they engaging? It's crazy what it gives us. Now we have this information and this data available to us, and we'll be able to really like fine tune. It's like, like having a whole bunch of knobs, and you just tuning these knobs, and you're trying to fine tune your perfect machine. See what I'm saying? So there's a couple for people that are new and they're coming in. Some people might be thinking, well, why do we need to have all this? Well, it's pretty simple. If we have the best product that makes the biggest difference for people, for a human's life, right, for an entrepreneur, it is our duty to become the best at what we do and getting that product to as many people as we possibly can. Makes sense, right? We talk about this. So there is no way in the world that we're going to be the perfect from the get-go. It's tweaking these knobs, right? So that's why we're going to be doing that. But all that stuff will be happening like without us having to like release a funnel and then pull it down. Okay, so once we release this next funnel, this is going to be evergreen. As far as you guys are concerned, you don't have to worry about that being like stopping or whatever. So moving forward, I know there's been a little bit of a sticky point for some people. Like don't know when to send. Is there a live webinar funnel? Is there a live funnel available or not? So that's not going to be an issue. Makes sense? So moving forward, I'll let you guys know probably by Friday or so this week. You'll have a link that's going to be evergreen, and so that's going to be running through that webinar funnel. When people sign up on a monthly, okay, and some people might want to stay on a monthly. So our goal here is this. Our goal here is how can we help people really get into the results so that if we can make this guarantee, if we can say, you know what, whatever you invested in the program, let's say if you invested $197 your first month, I want you to be able to make more than that before your next rebill. If somebody's invested $997 or whatever they paid to get into the program, I really want them to make more money in the first 30 days than what they invested. Does that make sense? So if we can do that, if we can make that promise to people, and if they actually go if they actually put in the work, they will be able to do that. Okay? Because people coming in here, just like a lot of you guys coming in here for the money. Like nobody, is getting into the success challenges because they want to learn marketing or become a better person. That's really not the point. The point, people getting in here because they want to make money, right? Agree? Right? So our thinking is this: you coming in here because you want to make money. Fair enough, everybody. Okay, that's why people go to work and they work at a job because they want to get money. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't do it if it wasn't, they weren't compensated, right? So we get that. But in the process, we turn that person around and really turn them into a powerhouse from within without them even realizing it, as long as they just follow the program. Make sense? So I think we really got this down as far as the training is concerned. So we've got this, we've got a lot of, like that success pill has got enough ingredients packed into that if people just consume it, they will transform. But for what they're coming in for is the money part. So how can we get people into money through affiliate marketing and really help them? There's going to be two things. Well, number one, like I said, that we'll have this when we launch the updated version of the 4%. There is this marketplace that we're developing and pulling some products in. It's going to continue to expand and evolve and all that stuff. Some people will want to become a promotional partner of the 4%. So with 4% promotional partners, and this will be for you guys as well, is this. What we're going to do, okay, is this funnel that we're building right here, okay, this promotion, this machine, this engine, okay, you will be able to brand yourself. You can brand yourself. You can have a page dedicated about yourself with like your, your page. One of those pages will be page dedicated to yourself. If you wanted to, it'll be optional. So it will literally be like your own engine, where you can have your face on it, you can have your name on it. It will be endorsed by 4%. Okay, so it'll be endorsed. Okay, and you'll be true, verified promo partner. Okay, now we will not have a lot of these going, but and again, you guys, what I'm going to share with you right now, this is my intention. Okay, so let me put it like this. My intention, my genuine desire is that for all of our promotional partners, like seeing the landscape of this industry, I can tell you this for a fact. People that, once we get some of the kinks out and and polish the funnels out and and have this thing evergreen and then scaling, right? If somebody's a promotional partner of the 4%, if those guys who decide to like lock arms with us and really build this by the book, like really build it solidly, right? You build your foundation in collaboration with 4%. We work together. In my mind, in my opinion, there is no reason in the world why somebody would not be at a minimum $10,000 a month regularly, just as sun sets is going to set down tonight. Okay, every single month. That's like 120,000, 100,000. That's a six-figure in a year. That's a bare minimum. Is what I believe that with every cell of my body, and it's not going to take a lot to be able to do that. Because if you're thinking about if the magic number is going to be $10,000, right, a month, that's really, if you divided that by 30 days, that's really like what, $333 a day. Okay, that's not a lot. Okay, so for promotional partners, what I'm thinking for you guys is how can we help you, okay, and really all of our promotional partners where we truly work together, if you want to, okay, and I'll give you some guidelines here in a minute, but if you can get to this number every single day in 30 days, you would be at that, but this would be like the base, okay. Really, what I've been telling, Sid and Aaron Chan and all these other guys that I'm talking to, and I'm going to tell you as well, 100K a month should be a number that you should aspire to. Not because that you necessarily need it, but because of how you need to think about structuring your business to get there. If you're brand new right now, right, and if your intention is just to get enough money to cover your bills, that's fine. But you're thinking on a certain level that will keep you broke. Make sense? So what I'm gonna encourage you guys to do is like decide what kind of future that you want. And obviously I'm talking to promotional partners, so I'm gonna talk about in the context of what we do, what I shared with you so far. the vision, what's being built, what's building, and all these things. So assuming we collaborate, okay, I want you guys to think big. Whether you hit $100,000 in a month, in a year or 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, the time will go by no matter what. But I want you to start thinking about that number, okay? Because if you think about how can I structure $100,000 a month business, okay, and you stem from that, your actions will be completely different than if you're thinking about how can I get to $3,000 a month. Does that make sense? So the thinking will be completely different, and you will look at things completely differently, and you will approach things completely differently, and you will build your foundation completely differently. When Amazon started, okay, they did not, they did not become a $1 trillion company in the first year. Okay, they had a lot of this going on, a lot of this. Every single company, Apple, when they started, they had a lot of this going on, right? But because they did things right, these guys are a $1 trillion company right now. Okay, why am I saying this to you? As an affiliate entrepreneur, I'm telling you guys, there is no need for you to necessarily create a product. If you wanted to, that's great. Ultimately, that's, someday, if you want to have that, that's great. Make your impact. But there is no reason for anybody not to be able to run whatever your financial freedom it looks to you, right? And I would dream big. Think about whatever, where do you want to go? How much, you want to go to vacation, you want to spend $500, or you want to spend $50,000. I mean, if you could provide the best for yourself, for your family, why wouldn't you, right? Now, it's not going to take, it's not going to happen overnight necessarily, but the steps you will take to really, kind of backtrack to that future, it will allow you to build a solid, long-term, stable, structured business where you have full control over, right? You're not dependent on anything, but in collaboration you work and so you do that. So here's what I'm thinking. And again, this is me thinking out loud here, okay? So this may, we might have some zigzagging to do. We'll see how things go. But what I'm telling you guys, this is firsthand. I'm telling you, the opportunity that you have and what you will see coming out, right? And that is this. My intention, okay, is to really have, if we are to have promotional partners, which we do for you guys, we don't have a lot of those, okay? This week we're closing down our promotional partners, and nobody can sign up for promotional partner, period, unless they are in the Success Challenge. Okay, so that would be the requirement, and we went back and forth with attorneys on that one just to make sure that we're not crossing any lines there, and we're totally good with that. Okay, so you guys are, if you're currently here, if you're a promotional partner, I would highly recommend that you get yourself activated in the Success Challenge. If you are a promotional partner and you're not in the Success Challenge, you will not be able to promote our products. Okay, if you're not in the Success Challenge, if you're like a charter member, if you are one of our lifetimers from back in the day, if you know who you are, if that's you, then if you have access to the Success Challenge, you're good. Okay, you're good. Now here's what my intention is. My intention is this, you guys. When we're talking about promotional partners, I want to work with players, and I want to work with players who want to go big. So we're developing this thing right here. Okay, we're developing this engine, and this engine, what I'm intending to do is I'm intending to making this available to people who are true promotional partners, people that really want to lock arms and do this thing, and really make a positive impact in this industry. And I think we can do it. Okay, in fact, I know we can do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep this and give this to people that are lifetime promotional partners. Okay, and then there's going to be some later on this. I don't know if it's going to be this week or not, because we have a lot of stuff going on. But I think probably, well, way before this machine that we're building for you guys will be available. This is not required for you to have it. Whatever, it will be available for those of you guys who want to use it. it's a lot of money to develop it. You know, you will just basically plug in. We don't want to have a lot of those going on, so we don't want to have that be available to anybody and everybody, you know, who wants to promote, you know, 4% products. But this is going to be for people that want to build. You really want to you really want to collaborate with what we're doing as a company, and you really resonate with the vision. That means that you would not, commingle the messages, right? You would not necessarily, you would not talk to to the marketplace and being, two different personalities. You know, right here you're talking about long term, and right here you're selling crap. You know what I mean? And so what we'll do is we'll put out black and white guidelines, very, very simple. Here's what we're looking for that you guys will see. If you agree, you will have an opportunity to get yourself this machine at no cost. Okay, you will have to be a lifetime subscriber to the Success Challenge, and my intention here is for us to work together, because once and this is coming up a little bit, probably a couple more weeks or so, but by that time, okay, here's what's going to happen. The optimization of the pricing on the Success Challenge, okay, we will know which one is going to be the winner, and we'll stick to the winner, whichever the winner is going to be. Then whichever the winner is going to be, okay, is going to be reflected in this machine right here. So we'll have an optimized, polished version of that, and then here you'll be able to build your business. Now you'll still do it through the hub. So for example, okay, you got your customer, they go into your machine, so you'll have a mini version, your engine, okay, that's going to sell Success Challenge. Okay, that will feed the 4% ecosystem. Okay, if you're brand new to us, this might not make sense to you. But when this person right here goes through these steps, okay, and then he gets into the 4% Success Challenge, and then he gets into the ecosystem, obviously this is where he gets access to the challenge, and other things. So what happens here is you put this right here. This becomes your engine, but then you put this, and you can wrap it, which is what we'll show you how to do, right? You'll be able to wrap that into your hub. Okay, your hub. So one of the things that we will be that I would like for us, okay, if we work on this together, okay, when we work with this together, is that for you to really build this right, okay? So instead of spamming this right here, instead of spamming your thing, what you would do is you would have it, be part of your hub, okay? And so what we'll do is, if you are going through the Success Challenge, this is part of the reason why I would rather have people go through the Success Challenge, because they can build this whole structure, is that when you guys get to the Implementation Mastermind, okay, that's at the end of the level 1 of the Success Challenge, the outcome for the Success Challenge level 1 is 10K. It's like $300 a day. How can we get somebody plugged in, and whether they promote our products as a promotional partner or use the marketplace if they're not a promotional partner, no problem. How can we get them to $333 a day promoting somebody else's product? Okay, so it goes there. Now at the end of that, there's the Implementation Mastermind, and for some of you guys that really want to, if you really want to go, beyond that point, during Implementation Mastermind, this is where we're going to be talking a lot about I want to make sure you have your hub in place. And so what I've done as an affiliate, and what I've done in promoting all these other products, I want to be able to replicate that with our promotional partners. Make sense? So literally, like how I've built my marketing funnels, okay, for other companies. Now, other companies now being that 4%, if you guys collaborate, right? I made millions doing this model, millions of dollars, multiple millions, just being an affiliate, just operating this system, you know, operating this machine, this engine, building it and operating it. So what I'm intending here is building this for you. Now, I want to make sure that you're dedicated. I'm not going to give it to you if you're promoting crap out there, right? I'm not going to give it to you if if you're like everywhere. You know, if you're, when I mean everywhere, is like you would promote anything that flashes, right? Like if you would just jump on everything and anything that's the next hottest thing in the industry, and anything that's crappy, we're not gonna work together. Like, you know, sorry, man, you know, we're not gonna do it. But if you really wanna do this right, you wanna collaborate with the 4%, because 4%. What we're doing here, see what I showed you, okay? All right, so check this out. Remember, well, let me redraw it. Hopefully this is, you guys can see a little bit of a bigger picture. So if this is on the individual level, okay, somebody wants to have a result, and this is you can deliver to them, and you can be a connector, promoting 4% products, okay? Now, there's a bigger picture, which is this. There's a marketplace of all these guys, or there's a whole 7 billion of these guys, okay, in the world that are looking for a better life, right, for something better. And what we do is through the 4%, let me see if I can draw this. Okay? See what I'm saying there? What we do is through the 4%, together, not everybody, but the right people that really truly resonate with our vision, we want to be that connector that gets people there. Does that make sense? Now, if this is you on the individual level, you guys with me on this? If this is you on the individual level, okay, this is a larger, bigger picture, collectively, as what we do in the 4%. Does that make sense? So what we will do is, from our side, we're developing a lot of stuff that's happening in the background, especially with funnels and all that stuff. You have to decide what it is that you want to do. I don't really care what you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do. However, if we are to lock arms, and since we have the promotional partner, it'll be an insider syndicate, is what it's going to be. Like, I don't want to have outsiders. I don't want to have people, you know, that haven't been through the program, that don't really understand what this is. Like, I don't want those people promoting our stuff. We don't need it. But I do want to have a platform for our partners, people that know what we stand for, that understand the teachings and why we do what we do, right? In the marketplace, that understand and see the big view, the big picture. And if you guys want to work together, I think we'll be able to do something really, really phenomenal in this industry, because I think collectively, because the challenge has 3 levels, right? There's a 10K, 100K, and $1 million. When I'm talking about $1 million, I'm not just throwing that number. I didn't just throw that number and say, well, that just because it would be nice. I really mean it. Like, I really want you, if you're really big thinker, to hit $1 million promoting some other people's products. You're not going to do it with the same thinking as you are starting out, trying to get yourself to 10K. But you need to understand the bigger picture of how you can possibly get there, and then you need to work your butt off. You need to become the best that you could possibly be. You need to go through the success challenge and implement everything what you're learning, right? You need to skill up, and you really need to become. You know how, like, the work that, like, some people look at Vic and be like, whatever, dude, you got lucky or whatever. But what people don't see, what people see is the front stage, right? The front stage, the accolades, the money, whatever, the lifestyle. What people don't see is what's going on behind the curtain, behind the stage. You know, the work, the craziness that's going on behind stage. I'm telling you guys, the truth of the matter is this: is you can have that front stage accolades and everything that anything you want in this life, like literally anything you want. What do you want? You can have it. Just decide what you want. It's just really as simple as that. Decide what you want, work hard enough, put together a plan, work it, get it. Simple. Okay? Not everybody can do it because people will not, people don't have a plan, people don't know how, blah, 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 don't have the right things. We have everything in place. Well, I'll put it like this. If you're looking to make $1 billion, I'm not your guy. But if you're looking to make $1 million plus, selling other people's products, I can show you how to do it just like that. Now, I want to help you get there. But I want to help you get there in our journey of collectively, having this, okay? Connecting the world, connecting our industry. There are 7 billion people plus in the world, right? Now, not a lot of them, like most of them have access to the internet, and this is a global thing. So look, the opportunity is absolutely mind-boggling. And what's even cooler is that what we have is not gimmicky, is not short-term. What we have is a real transformation that people get, and this is just one product. Just one product. So what we want to do is we want to tackle that big domino and get as many people introduced and exposed to our world as possible. And so when I talk about promotional partners and building this engine, I'm talking about real guys, like real gals that we can like trust and work with and go, and you guys can come, to the headquarters and we can hang out, and like that's all we do. Like everything we do revolves around this feeding of this why and this thinking and this concept. You know what I mean? So like everybody speaks the same language. We're not talking different languages. We're not propagating different messages. Like we're like the syndicate that propagates and speaks the same message into the marketplace and really like creates a huge impact in this marketplace for good. What do you guys think about that idea? Okay. So what I want to do is I want to provide with the release of the 4% updated platform that is almost done, and you guys will see coming out. With the Success Challenge, the marketplace, and now that some of the stuff that I shared with you, I really believe that if somebody comes into the Success Challenge, and if they actually go through it, okay, by the time they're done with session 1, or level 1 rather, level 1, they would be able to recoup their money and more, and have a steady income coming in. So that's really the intention. But in the meantime, so we're giving people what they want, which is money, but we're helping them get what they need, which is transformation. So money becomes a byproduct of really who they become. But we need to be very, oh my goodness, it's like, it's a tricky thing. People go to movies because they want to be manipulated, right? People want their perception to be manipulated a little bit. And man, this is, don't get me wrong, don't get this twisted, but I think it's like something similar happens in like our space, but what we need to do is we need to stay true to our core vision and mission and intention and end result and outcome, which is transformation. So people want money, so we need to get them what they want, right? But then we need to help them become who they need to become to sustain it and grow it. Make sense? Do like the big picture. Okay. All right. So this is what we're working on right now, you guys. Okay. So that engine is what we're working on right now. How many of you are not? Okay. So look, you guys. Bottom line is this. This is a long-term play. I want to be transparent with all of you, promotional partners. Okay. Please don't share about this like outside of this webinar. This is a long-term play. There will be, we're going to be split testing a lot of different things. Okay, You don't have to worry about that. Right away, what we'll have is this. Okay, so we will have a webinar funnel. Okay, that will get you fast sales. Okay, that'll get you fast sales and money. Okay, we will have the engine. Personal branded. Okay, this will be big money for you. Okay, long term stability, because I really want to make sure that we lock arms and we're not. I want to be like, I want to know you. If you're using this, okay, if you're going to be here. Again, we'll have the guidelines for that coming out, but I mean, this is for dedicated promotional partners. Okay, this will be for you guys who really want to go, because the opportunities there's plenty for everybody to win, you know. But I want to make sure that this is for dedicated people, because this is the kind of group that we're gonna be hanging out. Like we'll know each other's families and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. And so then there's going to be a third one, which is going to be a standalone. Sales page. I'm talking about Success Challenge. Okay, so for this, you can use Evergreen, and you have flexibility. So what that means is, if you're promoting, okay, if you're doing this model right here, and if you have your own. Let's say if you have your own hub, or maybe you are an influencer, maybe you have your own channel running over there, maybe you're promoting 5-10 different products, maybe you're reviewing products, maybe you just want to be completely independent, you just want to be like maybe you just want to recommend 4% and your promotional partner, that's cool, but you're doing it your own way, okay? Then you'll have a standalone sales page to kind of send your people to, so you can pre-frame them. You can pre-sell them if you wanted to, send them to a sales page, they sign up, you get paid. Okay, pretty simple. Make sense? So we'll have those three things going, but, hang on one sec. Make sure it's nothing critically important there. Okay, but really what I'm thinking about, you guys, right, is syndicate. And also people that are in the Success Challenge is results transformation. We've got the transformation part, okay? We're optimizing for results as well, so that you guys can, if you are going to the Success Challenge to get the results, so that you can at least get your, all your, tools and resources and all those, money that you paid to kind of operate and run your business and sustain it, so you can recoup it as soon as possible. And then if you are a promotional partner, I want you guys to be rich. Okay, I want you guys to be wealthy, and I want you guys to build something that you will be able to control, you'll be able to run. You'll have to run it through your own hub. Okay, we'll talk about that. We'll have private things we're going to be doing with those of you guys who are, the dedicated ones. Because I'm going to teach you what I've done it, how I've done it, and I'm going to teach you how to do it properly, where you can become independent. But I really want to see you guys hitting that $1 million. You can do it with other companies, but I can't really control those companies. I can't really control what you can promote out there. You can apply the learning, and you can build this yourself along the way, promoting anything you want to promote, really. But with what we can control is creating these systems, doing what I've done, right? Every single promotion is building these things and making it available to our to the syndicate. I guess for the lack of a better term, we'll just maybe use that for now. It might change later, who knows? And really, like, creating case studies of people that just hitting that target. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be walk in the park. It's not going to be a push button. It's not going to be a little something that's going to be gimmicky or whatever. It's going to be hard work, right? It's going to be dedication. It's going to be a real thing, and you're really building a real business. There's no business that's been built that's real and withstood the test of time that was done, you know, shooting from a hip or whatever, you know. It takes strategy, it takes precision, it takes optimization, but I know that, you know, if you want it bad enough, you'll have that opportunity, okay? Syndicate. Lucky says, I'm looking forward to be wealthy. Okay. All right, so what's our next kind of target right now? What are we looking at? So webinars, we'll have the first evergreen webinar by the end of the week. I've got it done. We'll go ahead and record it, and then we'll turn it evergreen. Right behind that, again, there's going to be 3 price points that we're going to be testing: $997, $997 plus 3Pay, and then $197 monthly, with an option for them to upgrade to lifetime. If you guys are not in the Success Challenge, get in there. Okay? I mean, this is just, I'm telling you, like, learn this stuff. This is not, this is the best education available anywhere for creating an affiliate business. Simple. There is nothing like it. You know, I'm teaching you everything I know, and it's a real deal. It's not a, you know, it's not some kind of a product that just pushes, you know, fluff or whatever. This is how I built my business. This is how I started, and I'm literally taking you through the journey minus all the mistakes. So it's really like, if you're not in there, get in there. Okay, and so that's like this week, right? And then I'm not gonna put the stamp on the machine part of it, but think about what you want to do. You know, really think about what you want to do. I think within the next couple of weeks or so, you know, some of you guys that are promoting other things that are contradicting 4% message, you will be hearing from our compliance department, and you will have to make that decision. You know, if you want to do that, great, by all means do it. We just won't be able to partner together. You know what I mean? Like, we will not be able to work together. If you want to promote 4% stuff, then let's do it and let's blow this up, man. You know, it's going to be pretty simple. Whatever you do, like, it's going to be up to you. But really think about long term. Think about where do you want to be. Think about where do you want to go. You know, what do you want to, like, why do you exist, really? That core message of the Success Challenge. Why do you exist? Why should anybody care? Pretty simple. That's what I ask myself every single day. Why do we exist as a company? Why should anybody care? And we try to get better every day, you know. Okay, let's see. I live in, this live meeting is all about legacy. We'll want legacy, whether we admit it to ourselves or not. Okay, good. Syndicate, out to look forward to be wealthy. Okay, lifetime promo partner. Yeah, lifetime promo partner, rich, good. 10 million just pinged into X account. Okay, Ming, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Cover. Okay, so here's what we're doing. Some of you guys are asking about the co-op. So the co-op, we're scaling the co-op to the evergreen webinar. Okay, to the evergreen webinar. So again, remember, this is okay. So some of you guys have asking good questions here. I'm going to answer some questions. So the co-op, we're scaling to the evergreen webinar. I'm going to email you guys and get you guys an update on that. Some of you guys are asking about tracking. Good questions about tracking with ClickMagick and seeing your conversions, all that stuff. Okay, so we went from charter members, and we had that funnel in place for a while. Okay, so we allowed charter members into the Success Challenge. It proved the product is what charter members did. Okay, we have, and then obviously it allowed us to iterate it, you know, based on the feedback and that stuff like that. We've closed it down because that funnel closed down. That was more of a permanent funnel. Okay, and now we're getting to the other permanent funnel, and in the meantime we had these, you know, one-off promotions and things like that in webinars. There is no, as of right now, there is no evergreen funnel just yet. Meaning, what we need is we need to launch out an evergreen, ongoing funnel moving forward for the Success Challenge. Once that is in place, what we'll do is we'll go back to the ClickMagick and say, hey, here's our funnel, here are the pages, here's the structure, that it stays, it's not gonna change, okay? So then what they do is they go and they create a tracking, literally a tracking blueprint, or a tracking map, and map it to this funnel that now you can use. Make sense? And so then you'll be able to use ClickMagick full tracking for a permanent funnel. This permanent funnel that I'm talking about, okay, this is what I mean by, like, when I say, like these right here, like landing pages, we're going to be releasing this evergreen funnel now, and sometime before the week is end, before this week ends, okay, we will have an evergreen webinar funnel for you guys. That funnel will be mapped to ClickMagick, so they'll build it out. It might, it'll probably take them, I don't know, maybe another week or so, I don't know. We'll talk to them. But once this is live, we go to ClickMagick, they'll map it to that funnel. So that's going to be your tracking for this funnel. So you will know how many visitors, you will know what the conversion, you will know what the sales is, all that good stuff. It'll be trackable, okay? When we build out this marketing machine, you will be able to track every single page with ClickMagick as well. Okay, so but we need to have, we need to have a funnel that will be in place, that will be here to stay. Because if we, if we change something, whatever, then they have to go back and recreate everything. So we don't want them to do the work twice or 3 times or 4 times. Make sense? So that's on the tracking part of it. Let's see. Okay, other questions. There was some other questions that I had. Okay, Johnny says, I'm at a dead-end job. I am a lifetime promotional partner in my way out. I am inspired, just get on the edge. I'm inspired to just get on the edge. Okay, cool. Johnny, let's do it. Okay, some of you guys are asking about, okay, some new people. Okay, here's what I see also. And this is typical, this is normal, right? Because a lot of people are coming into the 4%, they're coming from the, the opportunity space and internet marketing space. And so they think, well, what is 4%? What is this gonna get me? 4% is not a magic thing. 4% is an education training center. It's a training camp for entrepreneurs. We teach you how to become successful. Pretty simple. Does 4% work? Okay, does 4% work? Well, it's trying to think of an analogy here, but it's just like saying, does going to a college to become a doctor work? I mean, if you work it, it's going to work, right? If you quit, it's not going to work. If you don't apply what you learn, it's not going to work. It's pretty that simple, pretty much simple as that. Okay, so 4% is not something where you join and just because you joined, somehow you're gonna get rich. No, if that's what you're thinking, you're in the wrong place, But we'll teach you how to build a real business. It will help you build a real business. So just remember that. When you see some people, new people coming in and like, oh, I've been doing this thing for 5 days and I'm not making any money yet. This thing doesn't work. Well, duh. Go through it. You know what I mean? So this is a real thing. Like we're not going to claim that 4% works for everybody. This is an education center, man. We're a transformational company for entrepreneurs that helps entrepreneurs become great. Become that 4%er. And to become a 4%er, it's like becoming an all-star, become a 4% in NBA or NFL or anything. Like you don't just wake up and be, oh my goodness, I'm at the top. Like this was easy, I'm at the top. I did nothing, I goofed off and I'm at the top. That does not happen anywhere. Anywhere, I don't care what company, what industry, anywhere. It takes commitment, it takes dedication, it takes effort, it takes strategy, it takes persistency, it takes getting up when you get knocked down, and you will get knocked down when, boxers don't become champions and never get hit. You will get hit. You will get knocked down. You will get knocked out. You just got to get back up. and that's how you become great. See, the road to glamour, man, nobody talks about that, right? But on your journey, there is no shortcut to glamour, not really. You know, that's never lasting. You know, you see all these people flashing how much, you know, whatever, you know, what they're making, and so their only product is to recruit people into how much they're making, so that they can recruit others into how much. I mean, you know, we see those deals going, you know, going on all the time. There is no substance. There is nothing under that shell. There is nothing, and it's never ever lasting. You know, it might be here today, might be here for a couple of weeks. It will be gone before you know it. You know, and then what? And then all these people are like, oh, okay, let's find something else, right? I mean, unless that's what you want, go for it. There's plenty of it. What I would like for you guys to think about, man, substance. Why do you exist? Why should anybody care? Think of those analogies I shared with you, Uber and Airbnb, and you, the connector model. To the degree that you learn how to become great, that middle part, to the degree that you learn and become better at that, will you get rewarded? Simple. Okay, and so a lot of people that are asking these questions, they're not going through the success challenge, or they haven't gone through it deep enough to really start to understand these things, right? Does that make sense? In their ITA, Internet Traffic Academy, is going to be part of the updated and upgraded 4% platform. So when we roll that out, you guys will see it. By the way, that platform is really sweet. I'm very, very, very proud of the team that is working on it. It's going to be really good. Okay. Will there ever be a new front-end product for $47? There might be. There might be. Maybe a little bit later on. Okay. If you love what you're doing, then it's not really working, Phyllis says. Yes, that's right. Okay. Okay, will there ever be a front-end $47 product? Yeah, I just answered that. Okay. Love the theory, but I missed the practical steps to follow. Okay. Kurush says, I love the theory, but I missed practical steps to follow. I'm stuck on session 9 due to missing updates from you. Sadly, comments. Okay. Kurush, what are you, okay, so what are you, question number one is this, is what are you promoting? Okay. When you're going through the success challenge, remember this, that program is dynamic, right? So that program, when you go through it, you can apply it promoting network marketing company if you wanted to. Because really what you're doing is you're just doing this. You're being a connector, right? Make sense? Like you being a connector. So what you're learning in the success challenge is how to become this. Right? So and this is what I'm noticing is some people like taking that literally. Okay? So we're gonna make a fork here. We're gonna make a split here. Let me tell you this: people that are going through the success challenge, okay? So you take the education. There's an education part. Take the education. Think dynamic, right? Don't think literal. Don't think like, oh, he told me to click this button, so I'm gonna click this button. He told me to write this email, so I'm gonna literally write this email, copy him. That's very linear. That's not going to. That's gonna get you like. It's not gonna get you very far. You know what I mean? It's just not a, like, you gotta think dynamic, right? So take the education and you can apply that to promoting network marketing company. You can apply that to building your own real estate, you know, if people are in that, because it's a form of an affiliate marketing. You're connecting customer with a product, a house, right? You're the connector, boom. You can apply that. You can apply it to promoting other people's products on the internet. You can promote that to anything. Does that make sense? So I want people to make sure that they understand it. It's not, you're not going through the success challenge to learn how to promote the success challenge standalone, and that's it. Education, there's education component. Now as promotional partner, right? So what I've been telling you here for the last hour and a half is what we're doing to strengthen and really beef up our promotional partners platform and what we're doing here to give you guys an ultimate opportunity and like help you partner with what we do, apply the education, and give you the platform and products to promote through 4%, if that's what you want, to blow up and work with us, okay? The education part does not go away regardless, because you gotta be educated on how to do it properly. Does that make sense? The education part, if you got stuck on session 9, go to session 10, go to session 11, come back to session 9 when you're ready. But the education, you cannot become a heart surgeon and start doing surgeries without getting the education. Does that make sense? Okay. So like I said, we had a long-term, depending how you look at it, but we had a more of a permanent funnel when we had charter members. Okay, that was a promotion that we did. That funnel is done. So a lot of some of the stuff that I'm talking about in the Success Challenge, and if I refer to that concept as price points, or just remember that funnel has changed, right? So if you think literally, you'll get confused. You'd be like, oh, he said it's $49, now it's like different price. What's going on? Oh my goodness, I'm getting frustrated. That's very linear, very literal thinking, and that's not don't think like that. You know what I mean? So what you do as a promotional partner is stay plugged into what we're doing, okay? And then once we release a permanent funnel that's going to be here to stay, okay, then apply the education from the Success Challenge. If you're promoting 4% products, apply the education, sell the product. Make sense? Long answer to your question, but I want to make sure that you guys understand how what's up in that department, right? Okay. If we have a product that could be added to 4% MSI, how do we go about it? Clem, email support. So if you have a product that you want to recommend to the to the MSI ecosystem of the 4%, email us, let us know, and we'll be happy to look into it. Okay. All right, just answered that question. All right, I'm following everything you say step by step and love everything you say, but the practical steps are missing that you... Okay, so Kirash is saying, I'm following everything step by step and love everything you say, but the practical steps are missing that you promised me. Okay, so Kirash, practical steps. I wish I could bring you on live here. So, what's practical steps as you're going through the Success Challenge, right? So there's education, there's theory education, there is personal development component, and there's the how-tos for building things, right? So practical steps is tell you this. You need to have a product, right? A product or a funnel. Number 2, you need to have an autoresponder. Number 3, you need to have ClickFunnels account. Okay. Number 4, tracking system. These are the basic tools. We use ClickMagick. We recommend ClickMagick. Okay. Number 5, build out your hub. That's pretty much it as far as the setup. If you have those 5 things, okay, you got the tools that you need to build $1 million empire. Now, some people are like, why do I need to buy this, and I need to buy this, and I need to buy that, and I need to buy this? I thought the success challenge is going to be the answer to everything. Right now, Kiyosh, I'm not talking about you right now. I'm talking about what I'm seeing out there. So practical. Let's talk about practical. Okay. Do you have your hub set up? There's practical. Okay, setting up your hub. Do you have it set up? Whether you use eStage or something else, that's practical. That you need to do that. Right? If you are using eStage, there's eStage Academy that shows you literally click by click, here's how to do this, here's how to set it up, here's how to link your domain, here's how to make it nice, and here's how to link your products. That's practical. Okay? ClickFunnels, right? There's a lot of practical steps that I show you in the Success Challenge. The practicality when it comes to things like ClickFunnels, for example, okay, and this is, I'm talking to the choir right now, you guys, is you gotta master those products, okay? See, I don't own ClickFunnels, right? So they might have one interface on ClickFunnels today, and then next month they might have a completely different interface on ClickFunnels. So my job is not to teach you ClickFunnels. My job is to point you in the right direction and give you a guidance. Make sense? As an entrepreneur, it is your responsibility to master, just like I'm suggesting in the training, to master what you need to master. Now, there's not a lot. ClickFunnels, master it. Live in it, work it, like play with it, create funnels, mess with it. Like this is your space. This is like if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a marketer, like you need to know that stuff, right? ClickMagick, practicality, mess with it. Start, doing stuff with it. That's practical for you. Autoresponder, write emails, and as you're going through the Success Challenge more and more, the training kind of evolves, and we talk about the communication methods and all these things. So practicality, okay, the thing with I really do not want to create cookie cutter promoters. You know what I mean? Cookie cutter promoter is like this. Here's a swipe copy of the email, copy this, paste it here, and hopefully you get the result. If 2 people does that, great, it might work. 5 people does it, it might work. If 2,000 people do that, it doesn't work for anybody. Make sense? So what I'm suggesting for you guys is, as you're going through the Success Challenge, if you watch those training sessions, not for the sake of watching it and checking the check mark in your head saying, hey, I've completed this, what's next? But implement it. Like do like a workshop, like do things, like whatever you watched, like do it. You don't have to do it right, you don't have to get it perfect, but you've got to get into it. How do you learn how to swim? You just jump in the water and start swinging. That's kind of how that goes. And you'll get better, and you'll get better, and you'll get better, and you'll get better. How do you learn how to ride a bicycle? You get on the thing and you start pedaling, and then who knows what happens? You might fall down. Get up, do it again, right? That's the practicality part of it. Like, how do you do push-ups? Man, you just get on the ground. Let me show you how to do them. Now you do them, right? But I think a lot of the like, I understand a lot of people coming in that might be new. That's why we're also adding that implementation mastermind, to where I'll be able to pull you into a training just like this and say, okay, show me what you got. So let's take a look at it. So I pull your stuff up, I take a look at your autoresponders, I take a look at your setup, I take a look at your hub, I take a look at your traffic source, we take a look at the flow, the statistics, the analytics, we take a look at your tracking, we take a look at what's happening, and I'll be able to work with you literally right there in front of everybody and say, hey, here's a knob we got to tweak, here's a knob we got to tweak, here's a knob we got to tweak. Do this, okay, great, next week let's come back, what do you got? Right? And so that's going to be really phenomenal, because this is how I know that there's no training like this, because of the elements that we have added to it, So you learn, you do what the challenge is telling you to do, and you just go to work, work at it. I was going to say something I forgot. What happens to our links already active? Okay, your active links will not change. Right? Your active links will stay the same. So if we change the funnel, it'll just redirect to a different version of it, updated version. I got kicked off ConvertKit for promoting the challenge. Okay, so ConvertKit, If an autoresponder shut you down, go to another one. You know, totally everything you said. Okay, any statistic? Okay, so I think I answered that. What happened to our links? Already active. Already answered that. Okay, you guys. So look, what we'll do is on Friday I'll follow up with you all, and I think we might be able to reconnect probably on maybe Saturday or something like that. Okay, and we should have the funnels in place for you for long-term funnels, and go from there. Okay, I don't see a lot of questions coming in, so I know it's been a little lengthier training, but I think hopefully you guys can, you know, can see a little bit about like what's going on. Remember this, right? Remember this right here. This stuff. Okay? Remember this. Remember this. To the degree, okay, to the degree that you get good at this, will you get what you want? How do you get good at this, my friends? If you follow the Success Challenge, all right, that is your answer, because that's the intention for it, especially for affiliate marketing. Now, if you watch it 2 times and you still have questions, watch it 5 times, right? When you get to session 30 and you know, and you still have questions, bring them up onto the implementation mastermind. Remember, you will win if you don't quit. Appreciate you guys. God bless, and I'll see you this weekend. Bye, everybody.